I don't know. I had scoliosis, so maybe like.
It's the Prince symbol, but taller. Is that what it is?
A crooked C.
Crooked C, it's fingerprints.
We had Nicole Burns send you $5 for
Thanks, Nicole.
Frank Berman, $5. Great set, Carmen, whose last name is not associated with a hate crime.
Because I don't have one anymore.
Hate crimes or last names?
We did have, let's see, right before Steve got off, Dana had sent in $5 and said, for Officer Steve, thanks, Taylor.
Nice.
People often pay right before Steve gets off.
Well, usually he pays. That's
Right, that's what I meant, damn it.
saying people pay Steve to come on them. That's not good.
Oh, can we not talk about that?
Man, you never know.
Rather not.
I mean, it's good work if you can get it.
Z Bunster tipped $5. Thanks, Carmen. You could rename yourself Auto Chic.
Ooh. Taco chic. No.
Technic sent in a couple Canadian # gang banger helmets and jeans. Oops, ow, bow, see patch, ow, wow.
That tip somehow got less weird by the end.
Hey, Carmen, have you thought about maybe changing your last name to just Insurrection or something that doesn't have that much political problems with it? Like,
That's true. That one's not as bad.
Carmen
or
Insurrection?
Coup. Carmen Coup.
Carmen Coup? Carmen Charlottesville?
Nice.
Maybe? I don't know. I'm thinking of other things we could call you.
Carmen
Carmen
Gia
Coup.
was my high school nickname. Carmen Gia. Remember that car?
Yeah, all right. There's already
Yeah.
an Esther Coup, but Carmen Coup would be funny. I think that'd be cool.
Carmen, but mine's spelled like a coup.
Yeah. COOP.
Oh,
C-O-U-P.
UP.
I know, I'm kidding.
A chicken coup. Isn't a chicken coup? Isn't that where they live? A coup, a C-O-O-P?
Yeah. I think
Someone
so.
should make a
Where's Zara?
Yes, they're
product
chicken
of
Cool.
coup of soup. Instead of cup of soup, coup of soup. C-O-U-P of S-O-U-P. Anyway, it's right. It's better than it says. I'm going to stop talking. Who's next?
Isn't that how you spell Ku Klux Klan? Isn't it COUP?
No.
Hey.
Sorry. Bye.
Dwayne just said, hey.
No, I said K. K.
Hey, it's KOUP.
Hey.
And Dwayne's not just doing comedy today. He's just
Hey.
gonna tell us when we've gone too far. That's what we have him on the show. That's too far. Okay.
Let's see. We had Grimbeard sending £5 for our guest performer solar powered bicycle reparations. And we're caught up.
Somehow those reparations
Oh,
still
nice.
went to Carmen, the white woman, and not to the black comedian.
Well, he has to talk about bicycles.
Dwayne has some bike material, I think. Dwayne's got you got a bike chunk, right, Dwayne? Don't you have like 8 or 10 minutes on bikes?
I do. Working on some more, actually.
Well, Carmen, I'm sure more stuff's going to come in as we go through the show, but I know you got to roll. So
Okay.
plug your stuff. Where do we
Thanks.
find you? Where do we find you at?
I have a podcast called The Human Centipede, and it's on Sirius on Tuesdays at 10 a.m. Eastern on channel 771. She's so funny. It's called The Human Centipede. Nothing to do with the movie. Don't worry. It's just a crazy podcast. All of my socials are at Carmen Comedian. TikTok videos, very weird, very silly. Twitter, Instagram, at Carmen Comedian. And I have an album called Vertically Obese, available everywhere.
Very cool. Well, thank you, Carmen. We'll see you next
That's
time.
it. Bye. Thanks again,
Thank
guys.
you so much.
See you.
Appreciate it.
Bye.
All right.
We did have Carl send in a tip for Carmen, £5, and said, Carmen, speaking of royals not doing much, Prince Andrew doesn't work up a sweat.
Sounds like a really terrible joke I'm not quite getting.
I don't get it. Did someone explain? Lady, you want to explain
I
it?
can explain this. I got
Please
this,
do.
guys. So here's the deal. You guys know Prince Andrew is a fucking pedophile, right?
Yeah.
So there's evidence that he was there at that one party where he fucked that underage girl. He goes, no, I couldn't have been there. You know why? Because I was in the Falkland War, and because of it, I can't sweat. She says I was sweaty. Therefore, she's a liar. He's full of shit. He also claimed he couldn't have been there because he was at a Pizza Express joint. What the fuck?
Well,
So
I will say
anyway,
this,
this is great.
when-
Pizza Express,
when
I will
I had
say.
when I had sex with Prince Albert, or Prince Andrew, he did not sweat at all. So I think
Christ.
no, it's weird. I'm like, you're not sweating at all, dude. He's like, well, I'm not trying that hard. I'm like, "Oh, that's fair."
People did start leaving Pizza Express reviews that said like, I loved it, but the dude in front of me was weird. He was eating a really spicy pizza, but he didn't sweat at all. Like that.
Also, if you're trying to avoid a pedophile charge, don't say you were at a pizza place.
Not at this point.
Especially if it's called Express. That doesn't really cover you for the whole day, does it?
Yeah, no one's using McDonald's as their alibi. What were you there 11 minutes? What the fuck are you talking about? It's at McDonald's. I couldn't have murdered him. What a terrible alibi.
I assume
No, I was cooking minute rice. I couldn't have done it. What are you talking? That's 1 minute.
I did have that Pop-Tart meal, and so I was. Oh my God.
But I picture, because juries are people who can't get out of jury duty. I just picture like the one person in the jury, like, that's true what he said about the sweat, though. I mean, we should consider that. Can we get more clarification?
Exactly. So dumb. And probably his attorney would look like a cat. He had a cat filter, I'm sure, while he's defending him. Your Honor, my client couldn't sweat. I don't do filters.
All right, or maybe they bring a treadmill into the courtroom, and he runs on it for 10 minutes. Sweat.
But he runs on an OJ style. He's like on the sides and kind of not.
Right.
Like, look, I don't know. How do treadmills work? Oh.
And you're like, since he's fit, you must have quit. I don't know.
He's dry. We wave him goodbye.
Oh my God.
A lot of my dates ended. What?
You never ended a date dry with that jacuzzi. Come on.
No, he wasn't dry. The dates were dry. He was in the tub.
They were.
Once they wouldn't let him tase him. Right, you got anything coming in?
No, we are caught up.
All right, let's get to Dwayne then. Coming now. It's the week of returning champions. Dwayne Perkins is here. Dwayne Perkins.
Hey guys, good to be back. Thank you for having me. I felt like with all the quarantine stuff, something's getting lost, and it really upsets me. No one's talking about hometown buffet, and I don't think hometown buffet is ever coming back, and that's sad. That makes me sad, even though I hadn't been to a hometown buffet in about 20 years. But just knowing it was there comforted me. A place where you could go and look down on people and get some cheap food. Now I don't know where I'm going to go to see people with oxygen tanks. Maybe Indian casinos. Like, I'm not sure about. Now, if you're watching, I know you have people from all over the world, and if you don't know what a hometown buffet is, just picture like a Walmart with a buffet.
Yes.
Yeah. Now, if you don't have a Walmart, then just picture people at NASCAR at a buffet. If you don't know what NASCAR is, if you don't have any of those things, just picture people at a taser party. That's what. Now, one thing that upsets me is the term black on black crime. It's just a weird term. It comes up a lot these days, and especially black people are the first people to say it. And I don't like it because everyone kills people that looks like them. That's just what it is. So why do we get a special turn? You know, when a black person kills another black person, it's, you know, black on black crime. But when a white person kills a white person, it's called Dateline. And I want to rename black on black crime to Black Dateline. That's what it's Black Dateline is getting out of control. You know what I mean? Now, but the one thing I will say, I watch Dateline, I watch Forensic Files, I watch a lot of the crime shows. And I promise you, I would say about 60% of the crimes that get solved is because of a concerned neighbor noticed something. A concerned neighbor. That's just a Karen. You know what I mean? And that's the thing. When you're breaking up a barbecue that you shouldn't break up, you call the Karen. But when you actually hit pay dirt and you help, you're called the concerned citizen. That's the difference. And I think Karens are here to stay. I think we need Karens. We just need to bring them back. We don't need to completely eliminate them. We just need to dial them back. Just bring it back in. I think what happens is they just get a little excited. It's like if you're a fisherman and you catch a fish, every now and then you catch a little one. And the rules state that you're supposed to throw that one back. But you're like, but I worked so hard for this fish. You got to throw it back. So that's what a Karen does. Every now and then they stumble upon a barbecue and everyone's just kicking it. And they just want something to be there and they can't throw it back. You know what I mean? They just can't let it go. But trust me, we need Karens. Look, if you live next door to a Karen and some strange car parks in your driveway, you could drive a red Subaru, like a red Subaru Forester, and then someone pulls in like a Subaru Outback that's silver. She's gonna call the cops and they're gonna find you. It's gonna be okay. But if I'm your neighbor, someone could pull up in your driveway with a camouflage van, okay, with chainsaws hanging off of it. They're never gonna find you. I'm never calling anyone. I'm not gonna. Even when the cops come to me, I'm gonna be like, I didn't notice anything. I'm sorry. So I just think living next door to a Karen, yes, she's gonna call the neighborhood association on you when you turn your music up after 10 p.m. But if you get kidnapped, she's got your back. And I think that's something. Ultimately what it comes down to is there are people in this world who we need them because they're a little petty. And I think petty gets a bad rap. Petty is just accurate, right? Like the only way things get done is because of petty people. The average person, they stop when they're 80% done. You know, they're building a building, 80% of it is done. They're like, let's chill. You need that petty manager to keep them going. Petty is accurate. You know what I mean? And I think we should celebrate. Like if you're with your girlfriend or your spouse or whatever, you go to McDonald's, you both get a cheeseburger meal. She doesn't want the fries to get cold. So she eats a few while you're driving home. She gives you some. Now, when you get back home and she's like, she finished her fries and she's like, well, I gave you mine, so let's split yours. Now, if you say to her, no, you gave me 6 fries, I counted, and you count out 6 fries and give that to her. That's not petty. That's accurate. We should celebrate. Anyway, that's my time. I'm Dwayne. Thank you, guys.
Perkins, everybody.
Perkins, the tip jar is open. Venmo in the top right of the screen. PayPal at sdscshow.com or Super Chat on the YouTube. Hilarious set, bud.
So what you're saying, Dwayne, is without snitches, you'll get stitches? Is that what you're saying? Like
that's exactly right. Snitches prevent stitches. That's what you should do.
Yes. Also, Karen kind of just sounds like a contraction of concerned citizen. It sounds like Bowers is saying concerned citizen.
Exactly. And also, I grew up with a lot of people named Karen. It was, I guess, my era. I know black Karens. I know white Karens. I don't know why we gave Karen that name. Like Suzanne's. Now that's who I found to be a little difficult. You know. Because if you call them Susan, they lose their shit. You know, they just.
Real quick too, just so you guys know, you can tip Dwayne at the top right of the screen for Venmo or PayPal at sdscshow.com.
So yeah, I think.
Yeah, Ben said that.
What do you say?
Yeah, Ben said that right as he got done. Maybe.
Oh yeah.
I think Karen's, we need them. We need them.
What's that, Ben?
No, they
I'm
can
just
go.
saying we need Karens, and I'm working on that bit. But I really feel like, for every Karen that breaks up a barbecue, there's another that stops a murder. You know what I mean? I think
Well,
that's
and honestly, I mean, like that's one of the. This is actually a thing because there's this where we live in this world now where it's like, if someone sketchy walks into my apartment complex because I let them in the door, now I just got to let them go kill somebody. I can't be like, hey, do you live here? Let me see your key fob because now I'm a piece of shit. I can't do that. So I got to go. Well,
Right.
just hope you don't murder anybody I like. You have a good time. You know what I mean? Like I can't. I just you got to let everybody in. You can't do you live here? What? You can't do that shit anymore.
That's exactly right.
I still do that. I say, do you live here? Why are you in my house? I mean, I'm in a house, so it's
well, that's why you buy a house is so you can, keep out all the riffraff, I guess. But like in an apartment complex, I've had that happen several times where like somebody's walking behind me and I'm like, I don't know this person, and they look kind of, but I'm not gonna say shit because I don't want to get.
I say shit. When I was living in my apartment before this, I would always. But somebody would come.
Yeah, before this, I'm saying that's the new times we live in. I'm not sure you can.
That's a good point. Dwayne, are black Karens also a pain in the ass?
They can be, but I know some good ones. But yeah, they can be. It's weird that I feel like this name is getting retired, and it's not like Adolf. You know what I mean? It's just that they're not going to be any more Karens.
I have a theory, Dwayne, that have you noticed that there haven't been any black Steves since Urkel? Is that just me? I think that once Steve Urkel was a black nerd, there haven't been any black Steves. There used to be a bunch of black Steves when I was a kid, and now there aren't any. I don't.
No, you're right. We do have Steves, but they're all called Steph now. They're all like Steph. Yeah.
It's a good pivot. I like that.
Right.
I'd rather have a female name than be named Steve. It's incredible.
Hey, I ain't no nerd.
Call me Steph. Call me Stephanie. It's fine. I just don't want to be Urkel.
All right. Some tips for Dwayne. We had Tam send in $10 and said, Dwayne, I'm also mourning the loss of restaurants that I haven't eaten at in years or ever. Half of this tip, half for the tip and half for reparations. And then it's an emoji tearing your money apart.
Nice. Thank you. I don't know that emoji. I have to look that up.
Well, when we moved the comedy club, we took over an old Don Pablo's, which is an old Mexican restaurant, like chain in the country or whatever. And so people would be like, well, where's the new Mortings? I'm like, oh, we took over the Don Pablo's building. They're like, oh, I love Don Pablo's. That's gone. That sucks. And I'm like, when was the last time you were there? We're like, oh, 1998. I'm like, shut the fuck up then. You haven't been there in 20 years. I'm not an asshole for taking away a restaurant you never went to. Shut up.
That's exactly right.
But provided the community a new place that they could not go to for decades.
Yeah, for sure. Well, not decades. We made it 8 years, but I appreciate that.
And same thing with Sizzler. Like a lot of Sizzlers are gone, and I go to a Sizzler once every 5 or 6 years, maybe.
Yeah, but that would make me sad. I love Sizzler. I guess I'm guilty of what you're saying right now, but I would be sad if all Sizzlers were gone.
There's also restaurants that like you go every 6 or 7 years to remind yourself why you don't go there. You know?
That's true.
Like where you think it's going to be great, and then you're like, oh yeah, that's what Sizzler's like that for me. Every time I go to Sizzler, I'm like, oh, that's why I don't go here. Like Long John Silver's. I find that with like Vegas is like that sometimes, or like
absolutely.
After like 2 days, you're like, well, I fucking hate Vegas. What am I here for? This is terrible.
Exactly.
And then 6 months later, you're like, we should go to Vegas.
Howard, there's no way you hate Vegas. You are Vegas.
No, Ben. Here's what I don't like about Vegas. Vegas is a bunch of people pretending to be me. Right? Like I actually party and have a good time. These are people who go to Buffett once a year and fucking Vegas once a year and think they party. It annoys me.
You know what it is? Vegas, basically, it's bridge and tunnel for the entire country. Like the entire country is bridge and tunnel, and they go to Vegas to party. I agree.
Party and really it's just a bunch of fat people walking in circles with big long fucking yards of margaritas on their necks, looking for shit to do that isn't there. That's what Vegas is to me.
Fair enough, but also you just haven't found the right parties there.
Well, but also, Ben, I haven't spent. I mean, I think if I had part of it is money. If I had $50,000, I would have a blast in Vegas. But it's really hard to have a blast in Vegas for $183.
Or anywhere, or anywhere. If you had,
yeah, anywhere. But I'm saying specifically, Vegas costs way more money than most places.
If I had $50,000,
like Vegas.
Go ahead.
I'm saying, Vegas is expensive when you get back to LA and you're like, oh, finally prices are reasonable again. You know what I mean? Like that's fucked up.
I actually worked at a restaurant called For Goodness Steak, and it was when I was in high school. I kid you not, we took Sizzler coupons. Like that's how much We had a salad bar. It was crazy. Downtown Brooklyn. People know about it. It's a Chili's now, I think, or Applebee's.
The biggest problem with Vegas, I think, is aside from the prices. I mean, it's one of the only towns. There's just tables everywhere. You just go up to them and you spend 7 seconds at the table. You just give them your money. You're like, hey, hi, take this, bye.
Yeah, I generally spend about $17 for every free beer I get. It's not great. It's not a great system, really. I mean, they've got you by the butt. And like I said, and then you go to clubs and it's like, you know, a bottle of champagne's $1,200. Like, what are you doing? And then there's a dude. Like last time I was there was like this guy. So what they do is they put hot women in VIPs. They just, if you come in, you're a hot chick. They're like, hey, you're in for free. We're gonna have you go stand next to some dudes that feel good. So they spent $1,500 on a bottle of champagne. Like, I saw guys next to me spend like 80 grand. Right? These 2-3 dudes. And I'm like, you know what would happen if you spent 80 grand at a strip club in Vegas? What are you doing at a club? These girls aren't going to talk to you after this is done. Get the fuck out of here. What are you doing spending this much? It's crazy.
Anyway. I've had those weekends where your boys for like a bachelor party, you go to Vegas, and I always fight it because that's not the way you want to go to Vegas. It's too expensive, and they always get bottle service. You're right. It's insanely expensive, and they bring over hot girls, and all they do is say hi, pour themselves a very heavy drink, and then bounce the second that drink is done. It's pointless.
I mean, they usually stay with me till 4 a.m, but it's still annoying, Ben. I get what you're saying.
But I will say this too. If you go to Vegas, a lot of people don't know about this. They have a great Chinatown. So if you just get to Vegas, bang a left, go to Chinatown.
Really?
You know, you got your $20 massages, like regular massages. And you know, you got your dim sum. That's kind of my Vegas experience.
Define regular massage for me, Dwayne. What do you mean by regular?
If you're happy at the end, it's because a back knot was taken out. Not
Oh, what a relief that was. I needed that release.
I mean, if she's getting a back knot out, that's really a reach around.
I'm going to interrupt this to give Dwayne some money, y'all.
Thank you, Rachel.
Frank Berman, you're welcome. Sent him $5 and said the only upside going to those buffets is that you're the healthiest person there.
That's exactly right. It's a place to it's the only place you can go and participate and be superior at the same time. It's a weird.
Oh yeah. Dude,
I love that premise that you're there too and you're judging everybody else. It's just because for you it's one every 5 years, and for them this is every other day.
Yeah,
this is that jam. Absolutely.
But for some reason, always these horrible for you buffets, the soup plantations and the hometown buffets, they always got a honey butter, and nowhere else on earth can you get honey butter. Delicious.
I mean, I make honey butter.
You make honey butter?
You can just put anything you want. Yeah, you can make your own butter, and you can make it however you want with garlic or herbs or anything.
What are you talking about?
Are you a Quaker? What are you saying right now?
Wait, Rachel, do you have a
Before the audience raise their hands like I do it too.
Are you doing
LaBelle,
this? Do you have a churn? You have a churn
Patrick,
at your house?
Dana,
Are you wait?
Dan,
Stop
Are you making
churning.
butter?
Steve is in his car waving at us saying he makes his own butter.
No. I'm saying that I really regret missing this show. I could have learned how to make my own honey butter this whole time.
Yeah, now again, are you making this like you go to a cow and get milk and then turn it into butter and put honey in it, or are you taking butter and just squishing honey in there? What are you doing?
You can there's a couple different ways. You can take butter and squish honey, but then there's cream too that you just like whip and it becomes butter.
When are you doing
No,
that?
that's
When are you
ridiculous.
doing that? When does that
When
happen?
am I doing that? I don't have a real job, Ben.
Also, that's ridiculous, Bowers. You don't take butter and squish honey into it. You take honey and squish butter into it, you amateur.
Oh, my bad. That's why mine comes out all
It's
fucked
honey butter. Honey
up.
first.
Butter, honey. Yeah, you're right. My bad. What else we got, Rach?
Nicole Byrne, $5. If you get kidnapped, she's got your back. Put that in Karen's Yelp review. Alexander Breyer sent in $3 and said, Dwayne, I'll be your neighbor. One day my neighbor had their smoke alarm go off repeatedly for almost 2 hours, and I just sat there drinking my beer like, that sucks.
By the way, Taylor, thanks for the username, you dick.
Steve Honey Butter. Hey, with that mustache, I think that's your stage name. Steve Honey Butter works totally with that mustache.
Oh yeah, totally. Steve Honeybutter would only star in a movie that has a part 12 at the end of it.
Or has the word butts in it.
He butt her.
We also had Spencer Mueller, $5, half yard or 457 meters. Thanks for the show. Dana, $5.
Even a movie called Illusions Mark.
What?
I don't know. I just laughed. So
It's a Magic Mike joke. I was thinking a Magic Mike joke, and I went the other direction. But Illusions Mark, no, nothing. Okay, they don't all work. It's not. It's okay.
You enjoyed Vegas more. You enjoyed Vegas a little more.
By the way, Taylor, thanks for the upgrade on the name.
Fine, Steve Hofstetter, but it's still spelled wrong.
No, it's spelled correctly.
I know.
Well, but that comma is very key.
Yeah.
Dana tips.
Steve puts the F in Hofstetter, if you know what I'm talking about. All right.
I do. $5 and said, Dwayne, my mom would love you. Every time I grumble at her for correcting me, she just tells me she's being accurate. And then it's an emoji that says, I know, right?
Yeah, accuracy. Pass it on.
I'm a big fan. I'm a huge fan of it.
My thing is, whoever buys the fries gets as many as they fucking want. That's how.
I think that's true with all food. If you buy the food, you're allowed to taste someone else's food.
I mean, that's how it works for me. Like I'll go grab a chicken finger off somebody's plate, and then they're like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Are you buying? You're not? Oh, fuck you."
I would like
This is all my food. I'm having one of your chicken fingers too. God damn it! Let's.
I would like to slightly disagree. Just because I'm buying someone a sandwich doesn't mean I'm going up to them being like, "It's pretty much my sandwich, though, so have some."
No, Ben. It's not for like a sandwich you would take a bite of it. But what Bowers is saying when they're like, "Oh, why are you eating one of my chicken fingers?" It's like, no, you're eating 3 of mine.
Yeah, that's
That's
what I'm
the
saying.
way I look at it. It's not the way I look at it.
If you want all your food, then pay, Ben. That's all I'm saying. If you want people to take you to lunch, which I enjoy when people take me to lunch, but when they eat my food, I don't get upset about it. That's also why I eat weird food, so they won't steal it.
More tips? More tips.
Just a tip.
All of the tips. Gus Walsh, $5 for Dwayne. Also, Vegas Chinatown has great karaoke too.
That's true. And it's weird. I've been thinking about karaoke a lot. And how's it gonna come back? Either you have to bring your own microphone, or maybe they'll have apps on the phone and you could just sing into your phone, so we don't have to share.
What about a little mic condom?
They have those for comedy.
Yeah.
No, they have those at comedy clubs. So I've used those at comedy clubs since this has happened. So, yeah.
By the way, that's the movie that Bowers is going to be in. Little Mike.
Little mic condom.
Mic condoms? Really? It's like it's rubber over the mic?
Not rubber.
No, it's the sponge, the filter.
It's like one of those hats you put on when you're a nurse to go into surgery.
Or a condom on your dick. So not rubber.
It's not rubber, is what my point is. It's not it's made of cloth. You can come through it. You just can't breathe through it.
Right. But it doesn't go all the way down to the base of the mic. So it's not, you know what I mean?
It might not for yours. It does for mine.
Why don't you just bring your own mic and disinfect another one? That seems ridiculous.
All right.
By the way, that's a wonderful spin on that movie. Basic Mike. Just a guy that doesn't do anything. Just some dude named Mike.
He's dressed like a construction worker because he's really a construction worker.
That's all they actually sold at Radio Shack. We got a basic mic.
Veronica sent in $5 and said, Dwayne, tonight's comedian. I hope this is the right account, SDSC. It is.
Yeah.
Yep, you did it.
You did it. We appreciate that. LaBelle, $5. Dwayne, loved your sets.
Nice.
Thank you.
Technics, 2 Canadian. DP, hashtag PCCA, petty concerned citizens for accuracy.
Oh, I like that one. I got this recorded. I got to remember that. That's really good.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Those broadcast, Dwayne.
Oh, that's true, but yeah.
Chili Lee Dog sent each comic $10, so thank you for that.
Very nice.
Grim Beard, £5. Dwayne, with that outfit, you should stay away from the Pizza Express. People might get the wrong idea. It's British.
Right.
Yeah, and after Bridgerton, you believe black.
But I
guys-
don't sweat, so it's okay.
Even though you're wearing a sweatsuit, that's amazing.
Right. You know, I don't know why, something about the construction worker. I was at an audition once. I had to do a Jamaican accent. I had to be a Jamaican, like FedEx kind of guy. You know what I mean?
Sure, yeah.
And so I'm over on side. I'm working on my accent. I'm trying to get it right. And into the room walks a dude in a full FedEx outfit and dreads. And I was like, this motherfucker. But check it out. He was just the FedEx guy. He wasn't there.
Oh my god.
You got angry at him.
Cheated piece of shit. He's like, what are you talking about? He's like carrying real boxes.
Yeah, he literally like dropped off a package and left. And I was like, what was, I thought they were going to run out and get that guy, bring him back.
What you should have
that
said
was-
to the guy was, hey, buddy, do you mind just sticking around for 10 minutes and telling them you're Dwayne Perkins?
Right. That's smart. So smart. Yes.
That guy was method. That was impressive.
Hey, he got a job at FedEx just to, yeah.
I would love,
Yeah.
Dwayne, to hear your Jamaican accent. Do you have that for us?
Come on. I gotta work on it.
All right, while you're working on it, I had the opposite happen of that, where I was when I was still in college and they were shooting Spider-Man on my campus, and there were like some girls there that were obviously like paid extras in it, but one of them I knew from one of my classes, so I was curious like how they had gotten the roles that they had, and so I went over to one of them, like the one from my class left, and then I went over to the other two, and I was like, hey. You're in the movie, obviously, how did you get booked for this? And one of them just gives me real attitude and was like, I'm a trained actress and I auditioned for it. And I was like, yeah, but they're paying you to play me. So I'm actually a student here.
If you want to follow me around and see what I do so you can do a better job, I'll
Yeah, I was like, we're all just here, miss. So
And that's how Steve lost his virginity. It was nice.
Also, to be technical, it was not one of the major Spider-Man films. It was Spider-Man Butts 47.
It was Psycho Spider-Man Chaser. It was a fun show.
it was Spied Her Man.
Yep.
Mm.
All right, let's finish this up. Oingo Boingo sent you $5, Dwayne, and said, my girlfriend always wants my fries when we get home because she ate hers on the drive home.
This is what I'm saying. So keep count. Give her, if she fed you any, give her a few.
Oh, see, my rule is I buy a third fry for the ride home. My whole life, I buy an extra French fry just eat on the ride home. So when we get home, we have our full complement of fries.
I'm
What
telling you.
Bowers will actually do is they'll be like, anything else? And he'll be like, how many miles we got?
Right.
Two more fries.
Right. His GPS tells him what size to get based on the mileage.
Most use of fries.
It's a gastrointestinal positioning system.
You could use a thing on my phone that told me how long I had till I had to shit my pants, so what I could eat before I got home. You know what I mean? Like, you Taco Bell, you're 13 miles from home, so you better wait till don't eat it until you're 4 miles away.
Hours, I can see you ordering an extra fries for the journey home, but that's just even if you're meeting the Postmates guy at the front gate of your building.
That's true.
But that is such a great idea that you could probably become the president running on that alone. Just that you do that. Everyone's like, that guy, he's so simple. He's gonna cut through the red tape. He orders an extra fry. You know what I mean?
My favorite move, because the best nuggets are chicken nuggets from McDonald's, McNuggets, when they're fresh out of the cooker. Fresh out of the cooker, they're the best food ever. 4 minutes later, they're the worst food you've ever eaten in your life. Like, it's literally that quick. So I'll order 20 nuggets, have them throw them away, and then cook me 20 fresh nuggets. Because they always have like 20 in a little bin that have been there for like 10 minutes. So just get rid of those. They're $3, and then buy a whole new set so they're brand new out of the cooker. That's
Wait, you make them throw away their inventory? How does that?
No, I throw it myself. I just get 40 nuggets because I know the second 20 will be hot, and I throw the first 20 away.
Oh, you find a homeless guy for the first 20. Something, Jesus.
Oh, they're too bad for even homeless people. I'm not going to do that to somebody. Old nuggets? God, I'm not a monster. Can you imagine doing, hey, here's some food, and it's old chicken nuggets? What a dick you'd be. Just give him $4. Jesus Christ.
Old Nuggets playing at the Roxy.
I was actually going to say that Old Nuggets was the name of the guy that Bowers gave them to.
Old Nuggets was the character name in Basic Mike.
That was his mentor.
Want to see my old nuggets? There's a penis in between us.
All right.
All right, let's finish this up. We had LaBelle sent in $5 more. Dwayne, I am the person driving back to the drive-through because they put pickles when I said no pickles, and I'm yelling, it's the principle of the matter.
That's true.
That's absolutely. You see, that's not petty. That's accurate. And by the way, I'm extra pickles guy. But when you give me extra pickles, don't put them all in the same place. Because I take one bite and all 6 pickles.
Why do they do that? It's so fucked up.
Wayne, have you ever had someone build you a burrito in the wrong direction? Do you know what I mean? By putting like, instead of everything that you get a taste of things in each bite, it would be like, here's the beans, here's the cheese.
Yeah, that's
fucking
I thought you meant they pulled it out of the toilet first and then started.
Oh, no.
They do
No,
that.
they
at
served
Subway
you one in the wrong
sometimes.
direction.
But I've got my Subway order down to a science. Like I'm like directing the situation. I'm like, and then you put the oil and vinegar, please, on top of the lettuce, and then the tomatoes, please. Because often they'll put the tomatoes on top of all your toppings, then they'll put the oil and vinegar and the salt, and it's just getting on the tomatoes. It blocks everything else.
No, Ben, I feel very strongly about this. I have a very specific Subway order. What I do is I don't fucking go to Subway. I go to a decent place.
One of my buddies one time goes, this Subway sandwich sucks. It's got way too much lettuce on it. I go, aren't you in charge of how much lettuce they put on there? Have you ever been to Subway? Your whole point is like put that there, right? Isn't that the kind of the whole point of Subway is you build it?
Yeah.
No, Bowers. You don't want to mess with an artist.
That's right.
Am I a Subway heckler now, Steve? Am I going to get owned by the Subway artist?
Don't heckle the Subway artist. It's an artist.
That was a little bit of mine where I talked about...
I'm helping. Fuck you.
I used to say my
And then you get it. Wait, Ben, before you tell the bit, like you get a good sandwich and you're like, isn't it great what we did up there?
That was the premise, was just that it's so stupid they call themselves sandwich artists at the one sandwich place where they make no choices on their own. And there could be some other sandwich place. Maybe there's some art in it, but literally the guy's like, oh, you want bread? What kind of bread?
Right.
You want meat?
They're artists who are commissioned to do a certain sandwich.
Actually, I actually signed up for Subway Patreon. So.
No.
All right, Rachel, catch us up. We got to get to this game.
All right, Becky Lynn sent in $10 just because I was a snarky bitch and I feel guilty. Pam, as a general, the phone cover on the mics working as a mic condom is one of the biggest. That's not how it works in the history of how things do not work. Can we have some more info on this?
What do you mean? So it doesn't
It
work?
is if you switch it.
You put a cover on it and then you switch the cover to a different cover. That works, right, Tam?
No, those things don't keep aerosols out. They're completely porous things.
Bell's having a stroke as
No,
well.
we're not talking about. We're not talking about. Listen, no, we're talking about we're not talking about the windscreen. They make a specific thing that makes the mic that you put over a mic that keeps the liquid from going through it.
Bell's having a stroke, guys.
Is what you guys are telling me that I've been doing this wrong all along, or?
By the way, if that's what you're putting on your dick, that explains a lot of things.
I just wanted the illusion that I had a black penis, and that's my bad.
I want to look like you're.
That's a pop filter. Yes, exactly.
So Ben, you're saying your dick cosplays as Dwayne's dick? Is that what's happening?
That's right. That's right. I always say to the girl, "You wanna say hi to my Perkins?" Want to dine at the Perkins? That's the 2021 version of "Are you hungry for these nipples?"
Yes. All right, catch us up, Rage.
All right. Last one is from Spencer Moeller, sent in $10 and said, for everyone to throw down at Sizzler. Wish I could do more. Here's to a great 2021. Thank you,
Cool.
Spencer.
Thanks so much.
Thanks, Spencer.
They do
All right,
have
we're ready for the
random
game.
Let's get to this game.
All right, the game is, Steve, we're doing Storm a Celebrity. So if you're in our front row, go to the reactions and raise that hand and I'll call on you. Here are the unpaid entries that I liked. Paul Harvey had Eddie Blizzard.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
pronounced
Carl.
Blizzard.
Carl had Blink 182 kilometer high speed winds. And then Cannabis Jones, Rising River Phoenix.
Nice. All right.
All right, and so let's go. Anna, start us off.
So I have Rip Tornado,
Nice.
Nice.
Cyclone Young, and Barbara Streisand Sandstorm.
Patrick, the OG, what do you have?
I only have one. It's Eugene the Levee Broke.
Chris LaBalls.
All right, I have Robert Downpour Jr. I have Paul Flood and Lil.
Girls say.
Huh?
What's the last one?
People think Paul Rudd is very attractive. I'm sorry. It's,
Say it again. I'm sorry.
It was Lil Rain.
Low rain.
Full rain.
Nice.
Adler.
All right, so mine are George Gloomy,
Nice.
Betty Whiteout,
Nice.
and Gusty Walsh.
Hail.
God damn it.
Brad Clark.
Yeah, I just had two. Jeff Bridges washed out,
Nice.
and Stevie Wonder where my house went after this tornado.
honestly, a lot of nights Stevie wonders where his house went.
Oh.
No need to go. Oh, it's because he's blind.
Yeah, no, I think you were thinking about his wife.
Who unmuted you?
Sam, what you got?
Are we sure?
Yes.
I have Rain Annan. Salil Monsoon Fry. And Nor'easter Williams.
Nice.
Nice.
Billy Boy.
Oh, I had instead of Northwest Nor'easter, but Jerry cowering in a hall from the tornado.
And we lost your video or your audio somehow.
Oh,
What happened?
There
sorry.
Would
Betty
you
White
kink
Kwan.
you kink the tube to your headphones like a hose? What do they do in Canada? How's that fucking happening? Anyway, go ahead.
The series of tubes.
What's the Betty White one again?
Betty White Juan, 40 inches in 12 hours.
God. Erlich.
So I have Rain the Rock Johnson,
Nice.
Snowy Fatone, and Oprah Winfrey.
Abby.
I had Kate Winslet, Michael Hurricane,
Nice.
and Jodie Frostier.
Nice.
Good ones. Megan Begley.
I had Angela Lansbury in Snow. This one's with Rob. Wendy Williams.
Nice.
Marilyn Monsoon.
Nice. That's a good one.
Good one. Cassie.
Okay, I have Helen Hunt for Tornadoes.
Good.
Barney Sandstorm,
Nice.
and Thunderstruck Norris.
I like that one.
Carolyn, you're up.
And you're on mute though. There we go. Oh, still can't hear you.
Okay.
Oh,
There we go.
there we go.
There you are.
I have Ben Hurricane,
Nice.
David Wetham, Kristen Swell,
Nice.
George Swooney, Cheryl Snow, and Johnny Drench.
Nice.
Nice.
Good job.
I don't see any hands. Wave it physically at me if you didn't do one and you want to. I don't see any more. Okay. So Frankie Berman had to leave. His were Meryl Sleet,
Nice.
Tony Hailstorm, Typhoon Burrell. And then we also, let's see who else we had. Jonathan S. had Maxine Waterspout. Yeah, Twister Rogers.
Oh, I like that one.
That's good.
Tsunami Sarandon. Randy Longmire. Heidi Kleluonumbus.
Is this why you asked announce this during sound check and then you fucked it up that bad? Is that what just happened?
It was Clume, so it just fucked me up.
Plumulus?
Clumulonimbus.
Cumulonimbus.
It's Clumulonimbus. I'm gonna mute myself, y'all. Gus Walsh had Typhoon Cobb.
Nice.
Jack Dostal, Lightning Rod Stewart.
Nice.
And then Christina A. Galera. Oh, A. Galera. Sure. Okay.
Sure. Aguilera?
Yeah.
What are you trying to say? Did
Queen
Christina,
Derecho?
wait, was this Christina Aguilera? Is that what you're trying to say?
It is, but it's Christine A. Galera.
Yeah, that's Christina Aguilera. She watches the show. She just wants to be anonymous. What was her game entry?
Jack Dostal also had Queen Derecho.
Nice.
Gus Walsh, Hurricane Katrina Davis.
Nice.
Adler had a few more. Actor from the Tsunami miniseries, David Lindstrom, is now David Windstorm. Natalie Renee Carman electrocuted. Spencer Mueller McJagged. Please, Lord, let's see if this is all of them. Yeah, we're caught up.
All right. Oh, I liked a lot of those. Let's see. I liked Eugene the Levee Broke. Robert Downpour Jr. was good. Rain the Rock Johnson. But I think I got to go with Stevie Wonder's Where His House Went After the Tornado. I got to go with that one. What was your favorite, Dwayne?
Oh, that's tough. I mean, I like that one a lot too. Oh boy, I think I'm gonna have to go with Eugene, the Levee Broke. Yes.
All right. Cool, Ben.
I loved Rip Tornado. I loved Robert Downpour Jr., but I got to give it to Snowy Fatone.
Yeah, that was a good one too. Yeah.
Nice. Great.
Well, I mean, honorable mention, Heidi Klum was fantastic. Rip
That's who
Tornado.
discovered America, by the way.
I love Eugene, but I'm going to give it to Stevie Wonder where my house is.
Nice. Steve.
I like Snowy Fatone a lot also, but I am giving it to Stevie Wonder's Where His House Is. That is the winner. Claim your
Nice.
prize. Go to sdscshow.com and shoot us an email.
Very cool. Dwayne, do you have any?
Just one of similar to the winner, Matthew McConaughey. Hey, where'd the trailer park go?
That's really good. Oh, God. Rach, you got any?
I don't have any.
I don't either. Ben, Steve, how many of you guys got?
I have like
I wrote a couple during the game, and like I feel like we somehow have done this game before.
So
But
do I.
yeah,
Yeah, there was one that seemed very familiar, but I think it was for something else. But anyway, go
Eddie
ahead.
Blizzard.
Yeah, that was Eddie Blizzard was the answer for something else, but I think we made
Yeah.
him into we made comics into Dairy Queen or something. I can't. I remember
maybe
that.
we made people colder.
Yes,
Oh,
that's what it was.
yeah.
Made people colder. This is different than that. But anyway, so Steve has 3 and Ben has 4. But
No,
Ben's,
I wrote 5 during the game, but they're very quick.
all right, we'll
Go
start.
ahead and start, Stevie.
All right. So all of mine are SDSC people. So I have.
Or mine, by the way.
Oh, nice. Well, then I'll start with you, Wind Glebe.
Fair enough. Sleet Hofstetter.
That's good because I had Sleety Corbin.
I had Queen Rainchell Gale Force Windiger.
Oh, damn it. So did I. All right. I have Rachel Gale August.
I've got Chris Showers.
So did I. Fuck you. You have one more?
I have Dwayne Perkins.
Nice.
My last one, because he doesn't get enough game entries with his name, I have Haylord.
Nice.
And I have for Carmen Lynch, I've got Carmen Drenched or just Mist, because her name can be whatever now.
Nice. All right, it's time to sing the song, Ben. Here we go.
It's time for Sing the Song. It's Lady Doodle time. As Lady's been doodling this whole time, now it's time to see those things. Lady Corbin.
What is that?
That's the roach on the guitar.
The roach playing the guitar.
Here we go. So first up, oh fucking hell, I froze. All right, it was the cockroach's fault. I have Ben as the lawyer.
I don't remember that. Does that happen this episode?
It's holding his head.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
drank?
the drink in the glass where you hold your head.
Yes.
You put it on your story. That's how into it you were. I have stitches prevent stitches. I have Ben making Steve wet. Hitting on him for good measure. I have Carmen's little symbol.
Nice.
Aw.
I have look to your left, look to your right. One of you is a penis.
All
My my mother just closed the door to my room as I showed this. I am Vegas, baby. And then I have, you want to dine at the Perkins?
Nice.
That'll fall right off, Ben. Sorry. Sorry. And then I have, I'm looking for 4/8.
Yeah.
Happy Valentine's Day from Steve Hofstetter with, oh, I wanted to put another F, but I didn't do that. We'll pretend I did. And then I have, let me in. And then I have your second try, let me in. And then I have, let me the fuck in. And then my last one, now you're just being an ass. My very last one is Officer Hofstetter.
And he looks like he's put in like a 14-hour shift and he's too old for this shit.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, Steve, this is crazy. Right now is your last day as a cop before you retire. Hopefully nothing goes wrong that makes it hard for you to retire.
Oh, I'm filming tomorrow also.
Tomorrow,
But I did die at the end of my shift today, so that was bad.
Thanks for the spoiler alert.
At Art for My Heroes on Instagram, LadyCorbin.com.
Nice job. Nice job. Awesome. Dwayne, where do we find you at in the world? How do we follow you around?
Funny DP on Twitter, Dwayne Perkins on everything else. This weekend, you can catch me at Wise Guys in Ogden, Utah.
Very cool. Awesome. As for me, at Bowers Comedy, you can follow me around on that. And tonight at 6 p.m. Pacific, we are doing our first origin stories, me and Rachel, with the amazing Kristen Key. We're going to figure out what she's all about. So come check that out. There are still tickets available at nowherecomedyclub.com, where you can join our super fun Patreon. So we're excited about that. Ben, what you got coming up?
I've got this Saturday, Glebe Off the Top. This Sunday, Undercover Lover. Last chance to apply for be a contestant is at the end, midday tomorrow, undercoverlover.show@gmail.com, or get tickets at Nowhere. And February 26th, I am headlining Nowhere Comedy Club with all the stuff I've been developing and some of my best stuff from my hour from last year that most of you haven't seen. So please come and get tickets and join us. It's going to be fun.
Very cool. Steve, what you got coming up?
I'm actually going to do a show. It's a full hour of poop jokes that Ben wrote. So that's gonna be fun. Now I have 3 shows at Nowhere this month. 2 of them are director's commentary shows, and one of them is a full stand-up show. Get tickets at nowherecomedyclub.com.
Very cool. Rach, anything to catch up on before we get the audience out here?
Yes, we do. We had, who was it? Curtis Mason said, at McDonald's, you can request freshly cooked food. They hate it, but you can do it.
Yeah, that's why I buy 2. I don't want to be a dick. I just want to, like, it's worth $4 for me not to be an asshole to anybody to throw.
But you're assuming they've only have 20 nuggets that are pre-cooked. What if they got like 80 in that bucket?
They don't. They only cook 20 at a time, Ben. I used to work at McDonald's, and I've been there a million times. I know how
Fair enough.
Yeah, Ben, don't McDonald's explain to Bowers.
It'd be like
Don't
me explaining how.
max-plain. That's called max-plaining.
I'm max-plaining. Like if I was explaining how to use props to you, Ben. We just stick to your thing. What else we got, Rach? Is that it?
No, that's it, everybody. And then just so you know, so for our Patreon, since we did hit the 100, we have 107 people. We are going to try and schedule the hang for, I think, next week before an episode. So we're going to get that information out, and we'll post it in the group, and we'll also send you an email in the Patreon app. So be on the lookout.
Very cool. Well, thank you so much, audience. We appreciate you being here. As always, we love you. We will see you on Friday for Fuck It Fan Fridays, which should be a lot of fun. You'll be in Pittsburgh, right, Steve, for that? Are you going to be here? I don't know.
Yeah, this is my last show from LA.
Look at that. Very cool.
Wow.
We'll see you guys on Friday. Rach, anything else for me?
No, I'm looking forward to the Kristen Key show tonight. A little nervous because this will be my first Nowhere show that I'm in front of a camera. So that's a thing. Yeah,
it's going to be fun. We'll be great.
It's going to be great.
It's going to be a good time. So come check that out. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Come check it out.
I'm excited. We'll see you guys in like an hour or whatever.
Yeah, Rachel, by the way, if you need practice, you can host a live stream for 200 plus episodes if you want to just kind of shake the cobwebs off.
Thanks a lot.
No problem. I'm sorry that I missed some of today's show, but it was so much fun being able to call in from set. I actually stopped us filming so that I could make sure the streams went live. And they were like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "I can't explain. It's a lot of dick jokes. Don't worry about it." But yeah, I had a lot of fun on set today, and I hope to again tomorrow. And then I'll see y'all from Pittsburgh. I fly out tomorrow night, weather permitting. So fingers crossed. Bye.
Thank you all for being with us. What a fun show. We will see you again on Fuck It Fan Fridays. This has been we did it Wednesdays. Good night.